hey, I still got it. I mean, I may not be as slender as I once was, but shit, I'm a stallion. This ass, it still grabs the attention of every and any man. And this face, oh, this smile, she's still turning heads. I'm a strong, powerful, tough thoroughbred. I mean, sometimes I happen to forget just how powerful I am. Let me not lie. I never forget. I'm a bad bitch. Some people just like to refer to me as a bitch, but rarely dare say it to my face. But if you're froggy and you want to call me a bitch, you make sure you call me that bitch. The queen bitch. The supreme superior bitch. Many people like to say that I have multi-personalities. Well, I like to say that I'm just multi-talented, multifaceted, multicultured, and most of all, multi-millioned. You want to know my story? They tried to take everything from me. They lied to me.
You are no longer CEO of this company.
You can't take this company away from me.
No, I already did.
You don't have the power.
No, I do. But that's okay. You can believe whatever you want to believe.
You gave your shares away.
That's right.
Who'd you get your shares to, Mom?
Why don't you guess, darling?
Jabril.
That's right. See,
your
you
favorite.
are very good at fulfilling your own little prophecies. And by the way, everything we were talking about earlier, there's something that you really want. Badly. And guess what? I know you don't want to see me again.
Never.
I know. But you know what? I know what you want and how to get it. Alright, just remember that.
You're such a fucking liar. Where's my child?
Goodbye, Phallon.
Where's my child?
We'll see. We'll talk.
They stole from me. They cheated me. And my father plans to give this company to Jabril. I don't know what the meaning is behind all of this, but I need you to handle it. Quietly. I run Davenport Industries. Winston, fix it now. They tormented me.
You're not worth it.
Your mother thought the same thing about you.
Fucking thing.
They took my babies away from me. My blood. My own flesh and blood. They treated me worse than any enemy ever treated me. They took the company from me. The company. But you ask, why am I this way? I'll tell you. But first, I need a glass of wine. The first time I had a glass of wine, I was 7 years old, and my mother, Tessa Jansen Davenport, gave it to me. This is just some way for you to get back into Jabril's good graces. Get
Really?
fucking pathetic.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna have to try too hard, considering I can't stand the very sight of you. You know what I think you need to do?
What?
You need to stick that tail of yours and put it right between your legs and head back to Georgia while you still have about this much dignity.
You don't have any dignity at all. What type of mother turns her family against one another? What type of mother steals her own fucking grandchild? Bitch, you are fucking pathetic. I really hate that bitch. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's my biological mother. But she never cared about me. She never nurtured me. She never showed me how to be a woman. She never did anything. She kept me so that she can get everything she wanted from my father. Typical trailer park trash.
Let me tell you something about my father. He's ruthless. Okay? My father taught me everything that I know. The good, the bad, and the ugly. He's the type of person that would donate $1 million to St. Jude Hospital and turn right back around in the same day and seduce his best friend's wife.
Wow.
Okay? You can never show weakness around my father because he'll take that and use it against you and then destroy you. But, Tessa, let's just move right along to Tessa, your grandmother. She's what you call a real live Georgia peach. White trash. She was born and raised in the trailer park with her grandmother and a mother, and they disowned her the minute she married my father, a black man.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. Didn't even matter how much money he had. And if you ask Tessa, she helped build Davenport Industries right along with my father. She's delusional though. She struggled with alcohol abuse for a very long time. And because of it, I suffered tremendously. One thing you need to know about her though, she's very charming and she's very cunning. Never underestimate her. Never.
And speaking of my father, that down little faggot. Yeah, we bumped heads back and forth time and time again. But my father loved me. I was a daddy's girl. But I had to compete with my mother for the affection and attention from my father. What kind of sick, crazy shit is that? Who competes with a child for love and affection from a man they married? Like I told you, in this family, who needs enemies?
Arrives. Claudia, she has nothing to do with what I want to talk to you about.
Well, I hope that what I have to say to you doesn't disappoint you, because I would hate to hurt your feelings.
You don't have the authority to hurt my feelings anymore. You're the one person that caused the most damage in my life.
Damage? What are you talking about, Phallon? Damage? How did I damage you?
You and Dad. Everything that you did to me and Jabril, you guys turned us against one another. What type of parents do things like that?
You know what? It's life. People make mistakes. Get over it and move on.
Get over it?
Yes.
I will never get over it, and I can't move on until you guys apologize to me.
And you know what else? My father saw that he was dealing with an alcoholic opportunist who thought that the world owed her everything because her mother was shitty. News flash. You're the shitty mother. You chose everyone over me, you drunk. You even took care of a love child that wasn't even yours. But why am I this way, huh? My children. Raven and Julian. They came to me broken, with hatred in their hearts. My mother wanted to turn my children against me, make them hate me the way that I hated her. But see, she had the opportunity to show me how to love and to show me love. That was strict for me. I love my babies. But my mother took it a step further. She managed to turn Jabril against me. My brother. Not her son. Jabril.
And what does that to do with me?
Phallon, you sit up here with so much conviction, but I see right through it. You're still the same person that used to do whatever she could to get our dad's attention. See, the funny thing is, you and I are more alike than you care to realize.
We are nothing alike. See, while you were out starting that pathetic music career, I was here, holding down the family. I don't know why Dad even thought that he can leave his company to an illegitimate son anyway.
You're still so jealous of me after all these years.
I don't have to listen to this. I have somewhere to go.
Oh, you can listen and you will. Because I need access to my trust fund and you're going to help me.
And then what? Will you leave? God, I hope so. Because there's not enough room in this company for two queens.
Jabril Anderson Davenport, the son of a stripper. Jabril is the real snake in this family. He is the virus of this family, the infection. This man managed to turn my two best friends against me. Two women that I felt like were my sisters. And how do I know? Because they told me. But he didn't get to Christina though. She was smarter than that. But you see, the two that stood for nothing, they fell for anything. So why would I expect anything different? Jabril knew that I was looking for my son. He knew this. He knew how much that meant to me. So what did he go and do? He found him.
You were supposed to find him and bring him to me.
And I did find him. Look, I was going to make sure the two of you sat down when the time was right.
Really? And when would that have been? When he was 6 feet under? My child could have gotten killed, and still that wasn't important enough for you to tell me.
Look, that was out of my control. How was I supposed to know some crazy person was going to come into the event and shoot up the place? I made sure I was right there with him every step of the way.
Jabril, I am his mother. I should have been there.
And you would have been there if you returned my calls after it happened. I made sure he got the best care possible. That's why I wanted him to come here so he can recover.
And he paraded him around town for months and did not tell me. What kind of evil, narcissistic, a sadistical bullshit is that? But he hates me that much. Yeah, he does. Jabril is just mad because I wouldn't fall for that rich boy routine bullshit that he throws up in everybody else's face. I know you. I know you well. But not to mention my mother. Again, with Raven. Because she did the same thing that Jabril did.
Use your brain. You know what? That's how I know you could not be my daughter, because no daughter of mine could be so fucking stupid.
Well, you made me this way.
Really? I made you this way?
Am I answering any of your questions now? So they say that it takes a village to raise a child. I had one. It was just a little different. You see, I didn't have the grandmother to make me banana pudding on my birthday. Or the grandfather that gave me money when I did well in school. Or the auntie that bought me a nice dress for the senior prom or just, a high school dance. I didn't have the mother who nurtured me and held me when I cried. And I damn sure didn't have the father that told me that I was beautiful when he walked me down the aisle. But I'll tell you what I did have. I had a mother that told me that my pussy was currency. My father who told me that my pussy was a liability. And an aunt that told me that my pussy was straight trash because I got pregnant at an early age. That bitch. Cassandra. You see, they were all in cahoots together to take my children away from me. Conspired against me. So you tell me, what kind of mother could I be?
So, tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Well, I graduated early from a college preparatory program at Stony Brook, New York.
Okay.
Then I went to Yale B School, where I excelled and graduated.
So, what about your upbringing? Like, do you have family, siblings?
I don't have any siblings.
Okay.
And I was primarily raised by my father, but he passed away 5 years ago.
What about your mother?
She died when I was a baby.
That had to be difficult for your father raising the kid by himself.
Yeah, it was very hard, but I did learn a lot of values, and it really brought me to become the man I am today. And he actually worked under your father, Barron. He was an executive at Davenport.
Your father was an executive. What was your father's name?
Brian Maxwell. Are you okay? You need some water?
I prayed for my children every night. Every night. There wasn't a day that went by that I didn't stop and ask God to return my babies back to me. And I'm blessed. Because I was afforded the opportunity that other people could only dream of. But Julian, my son.
Try. I know you're my son.
Yeah, well, you're nothing to me. I don't even know what you're saying is true.
Because I'm willing to take a DNA test if I have to. I do not want to lose you again.
I need time to process this. For my own sanity.
I do. I understand. And you can take all the time in the world. But just know that you have someone that's going to be here for you. Whatever you need, I'll be here. Julian!
I tried really, really hard with Julian.
How can you possibly help?
Julian, I think you just should come back to Europe with me.
Why?
Remember that deal that I was closing when you were there?
Yeah.
It's being finalized.
Okay, congratulations. But you don't need me there.
No, I need you there. I want you there. And I'm not asking.
Okay, my bitch is on
Who are you talking to?
He just refused to get right. He refused to do right. I can't believe that he had a child and left him. I would have never raised him that way. Julian turned out to be a bigger fuckboy than his degenerate father. Oh, fucking rapist, fucking pedophile.
I asked him to stop. And he became more aggressive. And when I tried to push him off of me, he pinned me down. And I tried to push him off of me again. And that's when it happened. He forced himself into me.
But I gotta admit, everything that I lost with Julian, I gained with Raven. Now don't get me wrong. Hold on.
I mean, he betrayed you.
What the fuck are you talking about now, Tessa?
I'm just telling you the truth.
Really?
See, the love of your life, Mr. New York Postman.
You don't know the love of my life.
No, I don't know the love of your life because you don't even have any fucking love in your heart. But by the way, he fucked your daughter.
I'm sure you paid her.
Honestly.
Or him. You fucked him? You fucked Clayton?
For a nice check.
Oh, bitch, those checks
Oh.
are good.
She get us money.
think the world owes you something because you were dealt a shitty hand? Little girl, you got a lot to learn.
A lot to learn. Now, it's funny because you've yet to teach me anything. All you do is criticize me.
Must I remind you how you introduced yourself to me? Conspiring with my mother to take me down? Lying to everybody about who you were and where the hell you came from? And not to even mention sleeping with the man that I was in love with?
Wait, what?
Yes.
Oh, I guess she didn't tell you, huh? Because she never neglects to talk about me. Look, Phallon, I'm sorry, okay? I might have fucked up. But when I met Tessa, I was working at a disgusting club. I had nothing but the clothes on my back. I haven't eaten for days. So I'm sorry if I fucked up.
We had a rough start, and we still go at it from time to time. But Raven never, ever gives up on me.
Never say never. I mean, look at us. I never thought we would be here sitting, talking, laughing.
Right?
It's a good place.
Yeah. Glad I came over.
I'm glad you came to me. Let me hug you.
This is a little weird.
Wait. We gotta admit. Damn, we just gonna leave the hugging out.
Okay.
I love you though.
I love you too.
Okay.
I like your ponytail. You gotta.
That's my baby girl. Don't tell her I said that, of course, because I want her to understand that she's going to have to work hard for everything that she gets. I need her not to look out for any handouts. She doesn't need any validation. Her mama went through enough of that for a lot of people.
Wait a minute. Raven, why do you think I still gave you the money? Huh? I don't need my child walking around asking anybody for anything. No child of mine is going to be walking around asking for handouts. My father made me work for everything that I have. I know your mom. You're just mad because I didn't give you the amount of money that you really wanted. You think because you're a davenport now, things are going to come easy for you? Well, that's not the way this family works.
She has my fire. She has my drive. She has my hustle. My hunger for money. And I'm proud of her. I am. But she's also just like me because she's looking for someone to love her. And I fear that I won't be able to give her enough of it.
I would never allow a man to have that much power over me again. So, I started to pick and choose my men. Men that weren't as powerful. And they hurt me even more.
Phallon. God, I wish I had known. I set that bastard up in business. I gave him everything. And he repays me by raping my daughter?
I just feel like such a terrible mother. How could I have not known?
Tessa, you just feel that way?
So you wonder why I'm such a jaded bitch. Look at the woman that pushed me out. But let me back this up. Do you know what it feels like to be raped? Do you have any idea what it feels like to be violated? To feel this man's big dick inside of you, ripping against your walls, causing your vagina to bleed? And the tears that are rolling down your face and he gives zero fucks. You know that I could not breathe because I couldn't tell anybody what I was going through. And you wonder. You wonder to yourself, I'm 14. I feel these babies growing inside of me. Do I love them? Do I take care of them? Do I nurture them? Do I hurt them? Do I give them a chance? You tell me. Oh, wait. You know, I actually had the opportunity to have another baby. I was pregnant with Christian Forbes' baby. You know, that's the reason why Jabril is mad at me. Get over it! You didn't want him. And I made damn sure he didn't want you. Because you know I got that good pussy.
Christian, you've been a great source of comfort. You were there for me, and I thank you. But we
Now,
can't
shut
do
the
this.
fuck up, okay? Thank you.
But I lost my baby. Yeah. Because a sick sociopath that happens to be related to me by the name of Chadwick tried to kill me. But instead, I lost my child. I wanted to die. I felt like I was given another opportunity when I found that I was pregnant. I was going to give this baby everything. Everything that I couldn't give Raven and Julian. I was going to be stern, but I was going to show him so much love. He's going to have freedom, but a whole lot of structure. And that was ripped from me. You know, I thought that I had another opportunity when I found out Julian, bum ass, had a baby with Melanie. And then the same thing happened again. Just tragedy after tragedy. His bum ass didn't want the baby, but I did. This baby needed to know who his family was. He needed to know who his blood was, where he came from. You know if that bitch ever wakes up. And I pray she doesn't. I hope she feels pain every day. I hope it haunts her like a thief in the fucking night. It's because of her that my grandbaby is no longer here. He shouldn't have ever been with her. She was unfit from the start. Green-eyed little devil-ass hoe.
I'm gonna give you a pass for that stunt you just pulled, because you and I both have to coexist for Noah.
We don't have to coexist for Noah. Noah's my son.
And grandparents have rights, don't you know that?
Where?
In the court of law. And your money can't see mine.
Oh, we're talking about money now. So since you want access to my son, what am I gonna get out of it, Phallon?
I can't believe you. But okay. Since he's for sale, I want all or nothing. I want full custody.
Give me a week. I need to think about it.
No, bitch. You got 24 hours. I've been away from my grandson for far too long, and obviously he needs somebody.
You know what? I wish you would have had that energy with your own child.
Bitch, you just don't know.
He might have been a better father to mine.
Girl, you have no idea what I'm capable of doing.
Nothing.
Ignorance is bliss. You got 24 hours, bitch. Get out.
I mean, why won't she just do all of us a favor and just fucking die? Yeah, I said it. Because you're a disgrace to the human race, bitch. I said it.
You know what I like about a man? I like that D. Y'all know that D right there? The part right above the dick? Ain't it so sexy? I mean, big guys wouldn't know what the hell I'm talking about, but you get what I'm saying. And I love a big, girthy dick. That kind of just curve a little to the left. You know, gotta hit my spot. You might be saying TMI, but you asked. So I'm gonna tell you. And baby, I haven't met a man yet that make me gag. I don't think I have a gag reflex. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Clint made me gag a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. He did. But you know, I gave up on love a long time ago. Every man that I met, I let them know from the door, I don't need you for shit. For nothing. And you know that fucked with their ego. So what they do, they take their big dick and try to fuck the shit out of me because they thought that was going to make me change my mind and or have control over me. Fuck their egos up because it did nothing.
You're a fucking liar. That night we had was something special to me, don't you know that? You're a fucking liar. You better fucking hide behind your good looks and your charm for these motherfuckers, but I see straight through it. You didn't even have the balls enough to tell me that it was Ulysses that you really wanted.
I didn't tell you because it's not true. And you know what? You're the coward. Because you can't even admit that was special.
It wasn't. The sex was tired. Straight dick is better than gay dick. Any day, I'm sitting around here fucking with a goddamn faggot.
Phallon.
Leave me alone, right?
Now, Clint, he was weak. Clint thought that he can take his dick and do whatever because his ego told him so. But he was an idiot. And I went to town on him as an example. I don't know why he thought that he was going to do everything that he did to me and not live to regret it.
Turn to the last page.
What is this? What is all this?
Turn to the last page, Clint.
Phallon, you had me follow. Like, what is
Yes,
all this?
I had you followed. I told you I don't trust anybody. And never in my wildest dreams I thought I wouldn't be able to trust my husband. You're kissing him.
Phallon.
Why? Or the fuck you kissing him? Clint, you're fucking him. When were you going to tell me that you were gay?
I'm not.
You're not gay?
I'm not.
What do you call it?
I'm not.
What do you call it?
I'm not.
What the fuck do you call it?
Phallon, calm
This
down.
is my life.
Baby.
I'm not your fucking baby, Clint.
Phallon.
What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
I don't even know what to say.
I fucking hate you. I hate you. This is a special toast to the man that I have given so much of my love to, loyalty, devoted my time to. I have given you everything, and you have given me nothing.
Excuse me, Phallon.
You heard me. You've given me nothing. Riding a dildo every night would have been better than being married to you.
Am I missing something here? What are you talking about now?
Cheers to you, Clint. Everybody take a sip.
Have you lost your mind?
No. But clearly, you have. Your free ride is over.
I took everything from him. Everything. And I took pleasure in taking it.
I know it. I knew that mean all that psychological bullshit that you was feeding your fucking dad.
Oh, no, dear husband. I meant every word of it.
Phallon.
You see, you have underestimated me all of this time. Stop moving. It would be too easy for me to pull this trigger and finish what somebody started last year. Too easy. But you see, one day soon, legally, I'm going to be free from your ass. And I'm going to find me somebody that loves me and appreciates me and appreciate having a good woman by their side. And I'm going to take pleasure in knowing that your ass is still walking around here miserable.
My father definitely set the tone for how I interact with every man in my life. My father took me under his wing and he taught me everything. Everything.
Person for this job. I wish you had looked at the list I sent you.
Dad, you have no right coming in here trying to tell me how to run my company. This is my business. Okay? With all due respect, you're forgetting that I hired some of the most qualified people at Davenport Industries. But, forget all that. I made Jabril's job easy for him. But nobody ever gives Phallon any credit, though.
Phallon, I know everything you've done for Davenport Industries. You did hire some of the best people.
But he made it a point for me to know that I would never be smart enough, that I would never be savvy enough, that I would never be good enough to run Davenport. And I proved him wrong on every turn. And you know what? He never really acknowledged my talent. But he was my father. And I loved him. But see, this was his sick, demented way in having me prove my love for him over and over again so that I can get love from him. Every man, from my father to Clayton, always presented themselves as one person. And then down the line, everything revealed itself. My father was gay. Gay. This man told me over and over how much he hated homosexuals. This is what I mean, smoke and mirrors. And not to mention my beloved husband, who claimed he loved me so much, wanted to be with me, spend the rest of his life with me, and the whole time he was somebody's bottom. My life has been full of imposters. You still asking questions? Winston. My supposed fixer Winston. Now, I offered myself to Winston at one time. I mean, he turned me down. I mean, it's okay. You can't win them all. But we vowed to be loyal and good friends to one another for the rest of our lives. And what did he go and do? He fell in love with my enemy, Ashton.
How long have you been fucking Ashton?
Excuse me?
You heard me. How long have you been fucking Ashton? How did you do this to me?
It wasn't about you. It was about my heart.
How was your heart? Me! I can't believe you.
Sorry.
Just go! You take a good look at my face. You look at me because I never, ever want to see you again.
Now, I told Winston that I was going to forgive him. You know, it's all good. He has to have love. He wants to be happy. Whatever. But I will never, ever forgive him for that shit.
You can go. Now.
Listen, you have every right to not want to speak to me again, to think I'm the worst person in the world. But I cannot let you walk away thinking that I did this to hurt you. I have always had your best interest at heart.
Hurt me? You have no idea what you've done to me. First Ashton, and now Clayton? How could you?
Clayton?
Yes, Clayton. He told me everything, down to the last detail. You crafted this elaborate get-together. Do I look like I'm a charity case to you? Am I really that fucking pitiful to you, Winston?
Pitiful? No, of course you're not pitiful.
You're a fucking liar. And the same way I got rid of Clayton, I'll get rid of your ass too.
I mean, Winston had me doing things to him that I really didn't want to do. You know, I mean, he was fucking with me. You know, but I don't regret any of it. None of it. And Clayton, trying to play hard to get. One shot of this pussy, and I got him doing my dirty work as we speak. You know, it's that good shit right here. And Christian. Big Southern chocolate, Savannah, Georgia, big dick nigga. I really liked him. Rhinestone, do-rag and all. I liked him. But I hear he's getting married. To some man. But I know he's thinking about me. Hell. They all think about me. All of them. Do I think about them? Men were placed on this earth to be used and fucked. And I'm going to do just that until I get what I want. Judgment Day is coming. Everybody that tried me, overlooked me, or played me, you're going to regret it with every inch of your pathetic souls. And just to think you, Jabril. You thought you were real slick switching those test results, huh? Well, me and my newfound brother, hell, our newfound brother Mason, we're coming for you. And you'll never see us coming. And just to think, Mason, of all people, someone who I never even got along with.
But I don't really like you anymore.
That's fine. You don't even know me, so it's fine. But then again, you can get in the line with the rest of the people that don't like me, waiting for me to give a damn.
You give a damn.
I don't. I really don't.
How's your brother?
You know my brother?
Very well.
Oh, let me guess. You slept with him?
He's a loser. I don't sleep with losers.
How would you know?
He was messing with my best friend.
Oh, he was?
Yes, he was.
Well, I don't know what my brother been up to for the past 8 years because I haven't seen him till recently when he's short of
Will be side by side with me. I mean, I don't really get along with him now, but we can make it work because we have a common goal. Revenge. But if Mason tries me, he can get it too. I will eat him like a vulture, down to the bone. I will leave his carcasses fleshless. Don't fuck with me. Now, with all that being said, cheers to me.